A new ESPN documentary about Katie Meyer, the former Stanford soccer goalie who died by suicide in 2022, brings chilling video to the surface. Save, the Katie Meyer story, will air at 11 a.m. ET on ESPN Saturday and stream afterward on ESPN+. Directed by Jennifer Carson Strauss, the film deftly weaves interviews, video and a wrongful death lawsuit filed by Meyer's parents against Stanford. In 2022, she was found dead in her dorm room the day after learning she faced possible expulsion for accidentally or intentionally spilling hot coffee on a Stanford football player. The film opens with footage of Meyer, then captain of the soccer team, sitting next to her father, Steve. It was February 2022, and he had driven to Stanford from the family's home in Southern California. Katie Meyer had invited him to be the guest on the first episode of her podcast. What do you think a lesson is that a person just has to learn on their own? Katie Meyer asks on the podcast, be the mentality. Life is not easy, right? Her father replies, after some type of failure, whether it's in sports or in schoolwork or your career, then if you just keep grinding and remain open-minded, it may actually be an opportunity to do something else. Women's sports, the latest news and insider insights from USA Today Studio X. Meyer died 2 weeks later. She was 22. Her parents say they were unaware of the disciplinary matter and, if they had been, that their daughter would be alive today. Dee Mustafi, Stanford's assistant vice president for external communications, told USA Today Sports the school has not seen ESPN's documentary so could not comment on it. Katie's death was a tragedy, Mustafi said. It was heartbreaking for her family, for everyone who knew her, and for our entire community. Though we continue to respond to the litigation brought by the family, that fact does not diminish our deep sympathy for her loss and our continuing support for everyone impacted in our community. The film captures Meyer's charisma, sheds light on her life and death and delves into her parents' civil lawsuit, which is set to go to trial in April 2026. The podcast episode was the only one recorded by Meyer. Her parents fault Stanford in their lawsuit. Filed November 23, 2022, with the Santa Clara Superior Court of California, it alleges the disciplinary matter against Meyer was conducted negligently and recklessly. Stanford points to Meyer's parents. 6 days before Meyer was found dead, according to a Stanford legal filing, she rehearsed in front of teachers an oral presentation she would make to the class about her family relationships before she came to Stanford. The notes taken of what Katie said reveal Katie's struggles with her parents and their control and pressure to be perfect, according to Stanford's answer to the Meyers' amended complaint filed with the court July 28, 2023. The podcast offers a snapshot of Meyer's relationship with her parents. At one point, Meyer recalls being a sophomore in high school when she was cut from the U.S. national team for players 17 and under not long before the team competed in the World Cup. I was so ashamed and terrified because my entire identity was being that soccer player, she says. Responds her father about Meyer's return home after being cut, for you, your mom's still making you pancakes in the morning. I'm still giving you bad dad jokes. It is okay, because you don't want to let that necessarily at that age, at any age really, it's difficult to not let something like that define. Later, Meyer recalls not being good enough to play as a freshman at Stanford. Responds her father, I actually thought it was a blessing in disguise, adding he thought it gave her time to get acclimated. The following year, Meyer's clutch play helped propel Stanford to the national championship. On the podcast, she recalls running across the field to celebrate with her father.